EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen, Joshua Carty will get it underway. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. County Lions.
RPO, the quick hit to Smith and Jigba. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
Cougar 19.
Out of the gun. It's Milrow. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Cougar 19. 70 Timberwolf.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back 1st downs.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Warrior 70s. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. Open man is Horton. It's caught.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Okay, ready?
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
The give to Mixon from out of the pistol. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
right, Smith and Jigba has it. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
19-18. Ready.
He'll try and throw for it with Milrose. Quick throw here is complete. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on 4th down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
The RPO, that one is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 5.
Bronco 80.
Milroe going to throw it again. That one complete to Lee Gettis. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Seattle.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
To throw again is Milroe. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Nice go! 70, Mustang 19.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. To the goal line and in. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is first touchdown this year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
We are through one. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
On the ready.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Get it. Count, go.
He'll get this out wide, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Going right, it's taken in, and he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. 12 was nice last time, so they get it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready?
On the ground, it's Johnson. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Lucas Van Ness, the former first-round pick, there to make the tackle.
It's second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 8.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man, that's Dante Thornton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
That is taken in left side by Thornton. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Ready? Ready? 70 Lions.
A run here with Johnson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick hitting slant there. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
On the jump.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Back. 60 boxes. 60 boxes.
From the gun, it's Milrow. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Prep roll 80.
Milrow. And that is incomplete.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short, bomb, punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 42-yard line.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
19 inside them, 19 inside them.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts on stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. First grab for Metcalf. Good for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Right side, that's Laporta, the tight end. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
In motion, that's Thornton. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He's going to keep it. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Seahawks scoop it up. Past the 40. Still going. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Seattle. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, break. Come on, come on. Hey, cut 19, Cougar 19. Ready,
right away, they'll set up to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. The clock says 25 seconds till halftime. He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Milroe on first down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Second and 10.
79 Broncos. Ready. Panther 11. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Out of the gun. It's Milroe. Quick throw. Taken in. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
19 kite. Let's go. Johnny Lions.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Ready.
Now, faking the give. Open man is Thornton. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Steeler first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll locate Thornton over the middle. And he'll take this one in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His 4th TD grab of the season. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Steelers are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Steelers 7.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the 6.
We go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Deputy. 60 Cowboys. Roll. Ready.
We'll start out here with an option to the left. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
That's good.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call design runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
Go.
RPO, the quick hit to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 7.
60 Bison.
Now it's Milrow. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
Okay, break. Ready. Cougar 19. Hey, check that. Ready.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. From the 29. Here's second and 5.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Get it. 19 Charger.
Laporta in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Trying the left side, it is Johnson. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here we go. Ready.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll swing this out to Johnson, and he's going to be marked out down at the 5. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal. 5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. Now give on the ground. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
He was brought down by Jacoby Durant. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. Exiting the pocket right. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Let's go. Crack 80. Let's go.
To the air, it's Milrow. First down throw there is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He'll get this out wide. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
60 by 6. Mustang 19.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. And right side, that is hauled in by Horton. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Second and inches.
70 Timberwolves.
Again, it's Milroe. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Buffalo 18.
To throw again is Milroe. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Patrick Weeds in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly. Nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
From
the gun, it's Milroe. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Milroe going to look to run it himself. He will do it himself. He's in. Jalen Milroe. Touchdown Seahawks. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Next to score, Seahawks 41, Steelers 14.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer.
Back to the air again on second and 10. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. First and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up for first and 10.
Here we go.
Johnson. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
70, give him look. Press all 80.
They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up to Johnson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. The 12's making noise in Seattle before third down. Back to throw. Now the caught. It's Metcalf. And the defense can't come up and stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Mustang 19. Go.
Now, faking the give. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is caught 2. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal. Here is first and goal.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
They'll run the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark them short. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
On the jump.
Now, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for two, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth as the kickoff comes.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he's going to go all the way. Oh, that's some late magic. They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Well, Mike, we're kind of looking at each other up here saying, do they have one more big play left in them? And they got it. When it's all said and done, it should more than likely turn out that play is the game winner.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Seahawks go up by 7, 28-21. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's first down.
Down. 19, 18. Street.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Rolling right. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Nick, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So, it's a win here for the Seahawks. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.